Hey gang, it's JC and this is your Daily Dose for Monday, October 18th, 2010, a cooperative venture with Mind Active in beautiful downtown Brentwood. We have everything you see here on your computer available on your mobile phone. No special app or anything needed for that. Also, we have archives top of the page. We have Eye Candy archives bottom of the page. Dave Murray's weather forecast and the audio on iTunes. And we're going back on the air a week from today, Monday, October 25th, from 10 to 1 on the Big 550 KTRS. More about that in a minute. Election Day, 2 weeks from tomorrow, and here we go. Well, let's just get to it, okay? You guys have been great over the last 6 months coming here to jc'sdailydose.com and watching the Daily Dose. So I'm not going to tease you. I'm not going to fool around. We have news for you today because ever since I announced my return to the airwaves on KTRS beginning next Monday, people have been asking, well, who's going to work with you? Who are your co-hosts going to be? What are you going to do? What are you going to do on the show? So what we have for you today, the official announcement, and you're getting it first right here, because we are doing something called, well, I'm affectionately referring to it as the carousel of co-hosts. Here's the God's honest truth. This is sort of a different job for me, and I don't know what I want or even what I need in this job. It would be very unfair to bring somebody in and say, okay, you're my co-host, here's some money, and now I don't know what we're doing. So I got to figure this out a little bit about exactly what I want to do, where I want to go with all of this. And so we're still working on this. So I went to a group of my broadcast professional friends and said, hey, give a brother a hand. Come on in. We'll throw you a couple of bucks. Just come on in one day a week, and we'll do the carousel of co-hosts. And everybody said yes. This is great. Listen to this lineup starting next Monday, all right? Monday. Former host of the K-Sheet Morning Show back in the day. Actor, comedian, broadcaster, Craig Hawksley, okay? Big man on the local comedy scene. Funny Bone, open for everybody. Craig Hawksley every Monday. On Tuesday, Eric Mink is coming back. Minko the Pinko will be in the studio with me every Tuesday. On Wednesday, we go all girl. Because, remember from Fox 2 and ABC 30, very lovely anchor reporter by the name of Gina Curry. Gina's going to be in the studio with us, but it gets better because also Laura Marshall, area broadcaster, she's going to be in the studio, and the news director at KTRS, she worked at KMOX, worked at Fox 2, worked at Channel 5, Victoria Babu. So it's going to be 3 girls against 1 boy in the studio every Wednesday. So that's cool. Thursday, local comedian has opened for everybody. Funny guy Joe Marlotti in the studio every Thursday. And on Friday, come on, say it with me. Who is it? Come on, who is it on Friday? Yeah! Smash! Digging the smash! Brother man. Going to be in the studio with us on Friday. So again, every Monday, Craig Hawksley. Every Tuesday, Eric Mink. Every Wednesday, Gina Curry, Laura Marshall, and Victoria Babu. Every Thursday, Joe Marlotti. And every Friday, smash! Digging the smash. And this is not a competition, by the way. I've let everybody, I've sort of made sure that everybody understands that. It's not like, I got to be really good today, otherwise, I won't get the job. Hey, if something works out with one of these people, fine, down the line, we'll see. We're going to do this for a couple months and just sort of see what shakes on this whole thing. So again, that all starts Monday on KTRS. All right, let's get to the news. Some packages of frozen vegetables sold at Walmart may contain glass. Hey, I've seen the people who shop at Walmart. They're not eating vegetables, all right? Speaking of food, I had friends in from South Carolina over the weekend. I was like, where are you going to take people from South Carolina? Let's give them an official sort of little taste of St. Louis. We decided to go the barbecue route, and even though Highway 40 was shut down, thanks a lot, trying to get around the city, took them to Pappy's. If you haven't had the barbecue at Pappy's, look out down off Grand, St. Louis University area. Saturday night, speaking of barbecue, geez, he practically invented the barbecue thing here in St. Louis. Our buddy Terry Black from Super Smokers had his 50th birthday party. We went to see him. And last night, Sunday night, we trekked all the way across the border, over the river and through the woods to Waterloo, Illinois. We go to the fabulous Gallagher's for their Sunday fried chicken. Oh, my God, is that good over there. Got to do that. Gallagher's, Waterloo, Illinois. Sundays, my mouth's watering thinking about it. And boy, they have good steaks, too. Whew. All right, MoDOT is taking a bow for completing the new 270 Dorset interchange 17 hours ahead of schedule. the whole thing will be completely closed again next weekend. They do this every time. They congratulate themselves. We opened ahead of schedule. By the way, tomorrow will be closed. That's not open. If something closes right after you open it, it's not open. It's still closed. They do this all the time. Congratulations to MoDOT. We've opened the Highway 40 thing 2 weeks ahead of schedule. And you could try to get on it the following week. Oh, it's closed. We're painting it. Well, then it's not open. By the way, they got that freaky new thing at 270 in Dorset that opened up there, and you get off the highway at Dorset, and then you actually drive on what is the wrong side of the street. You know, they say once you do it a couple of times, you'll figure it out. It's all part of MoDOT's plan for a series of fiery head-on collisions out there at 270 in Dorset. All right, the next Celebrity Apprentice. I'm not a reality TV guy, but I know some of you are. So they think that they've got the lineup for the Celebrity Apprentice. Not as good as the new lineup at KTRS on the midday show 10 to 1, but all right, here we go. New Celebrity Apprentice starting early next year. Gary Busey, Trainwreck. John Rich from Big and Rich. LaToya Jackson, Trainwreck. Dionne Warwick. Oh yeah, all she did was make gazillions of dollars singing songs that Burt Bacharach wrote for her, and then basically held up the black community with her Psychic Friends network. Meatloaf, Jose Canseco. Supermodel Nikki Taylor. Some Playboy centerfold I'd never heard of with a Polish last name. Star Jones, Lisa Rinna, Marlee Matlin, Mark McGrath, the singer from Sugar Ray, David Cassidy, and Richard Hatch, season 1 winner of Survivor, who forgot to pay taxes and then ended up in jail. But he was a big hit in jail, I'm just guessing. New Celebrity Apprentice premieres early next year. Jackass makes $50 million over the weekend. 5-0. Beat the number 2 movie by $28 million. The average American teenager now sends 3,339 texts a month. 3,339 texts a month, the average teenager. It's 110 a day. That's up 8% from a year ago. Barbara Billingsley passed away over the weekend. She was 94, had been sick for a long time. Of course, Leave It to Beaver. But in many of the obituaries that I saw, they didn't even mention Airplane. And she was so funny in Airplane. You know, in an interview, she said that they didn't even have a script for her part in Airplane. She just showed up, and then the 2 black guys she was doing the jive scene with, they taught her how to speak jive over lunch one day, and then they shot the thing. She had never been on the Today Show, but she made it on the Today Show in 1980 when Airplane came out. Barbara Billingsley, 94 years old. All right, we told you on Friday we were going to have a little survey for you. This comes from thefrisky.com, thefrisky.com. And these are apparently 5 things that men don't want women to do in bed. 5 things we want you to do most everything you can think of. But here's 5 things we do not want you to do. And I got to say that I think they got this right. Number 1, don't cry before, during, or after sex. It's just weird. Guy's going to look at you, freak out, and realize you've got issues. Even if you're happy, don't cry. Hold it in. Number 2, don't call him daddy. Yeah, that's freaky too. You don't want to be the crazy girl that the guy will boink but won't take you around his family. Okay? Number 3, don't make animal noises. Oh, I suppose if you wanted to make a little meow or something like that, I don't think anybody's going to complain, but I don't want you, you know. That felt really... I don't want any of that. Number 4, don't break the skin. You know, scratching a little bit, a little whack on the butt, biting a little bit is okay. Don't leave a mark. And be careful with the hickey thing, too, especially on the neck. You don't want your boyfriend or the guy you're boinking having to go to work with a turtleneck on when it's 83 degrees outside. Number 5, don't ask questions. That should be self-explanatory. Well, what do you mean, JC? You just did it. I just told you, don't ask questions. We love you. Birthdays today. Hey, Chuck Berry is 84 years old today. I have tremendous admiration for anybody at 84. Gets himself up every day, gets dressed, and goes and does something productive. Chuck Berry, 84 years old today. All right, we have new features on the website. We update them every Monday, and that includes the Video Village. And back in 1993, you know, the movie Animal House, they tried to shoot it on the WashU campus because Harold Ramis actually came to town from Chicago with a buddy of his who was coming down to check out Washington University. And Harold wasn't even really thinking about going to WashU, but he filled out the application. His buddy didn't get in, and Harold did. So a lot of the stuff in Animal House are the accounts that Harold Ramis recalls from his time at WashU. He came in for an honorary degree in 1993, and we had him, and you'll see that interview. The Wayback Machine goes back to the early 1990s for a TV commercial for Casey featuring Smash, Smash, Digging the Smash, Brother Mine, Mansky. All code language for the way he talks to me. Anyhow, you'll see that. Our old school photo today, I don't make it a habit of being photographed with racist, violent, religious wingnuts, but I did back in 1989 before we knew that Mel Gibson was crazy. The picture is a little fuzzy, as are some of my memories of that event. All right, so that's that's on the old school photo. JC's Eye Candy, you know, whether you went to Mizzou or not, you got to be thrilled for Denario Alexander, who makes his first catch and gets his first touchdown in the NFL. 4 knee operations. Rams win, Rams win, Rams win. And also, just for good measure, because it is eye candy, we also threw in a couple of pictures of some cheerleaders. And if you pay attention to detail, as I do, you'll notice that one of the gals, they make them take out their belly button ring. Now why? Because you can see the hole, you can see where it goes, but they made her take it out. See, I catch stuff like that. JC's Eye Candy today, memories of yesterday's Rams win. How about that? All right, tomorrow we will be back with Celebrity Tuesday. In the meantime, we go on the air 1 week from today on the Big 550 KTRS starting at 10 o'clock in the morning. And if you come back tomorrow, I'm going to tell you how, even if you have trouble getting an AM signal where you work, or you have troubles with the reception or something like that, we're going to tell you a very, very easy way around it, provided you have a smartphone. All right, so we'll do that. And also, tomorrow is Celebrity Tuesday, so we'll see you then. In the meantime, that's it. Your Daily Dose for Monday, October 18th, 2010, a cooperative venture with Mind Active in beautiful downtown Brentwood. In the meantime, we've beaten this one to death. Have a good one. See you later. Bye.